any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Come on. You better bring now.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Go. Hustle.
On second down, it's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Ready? Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Go.
Second and 6. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Pilot, 64. Weak. 54. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, let go.
Mike 5-4. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the pass.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Bryant. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
91 is the mark. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Check 91. 91 is the mark.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets this one to use check. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Coleman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
18 Gator.
Double time, double time. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down, 4 down.
You draw quarters.
24. Check 24.
Snap.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Hey.
On third down, here's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off the play fake. Bryant. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. $13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Bryant, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the 49er.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let him know.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant, the first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Bryant. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
third down. It's Glover. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
In your face. 6-6. Bullet pop, hit it.
Coleman now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Stay with your man. Look at me. Zipper.
58 to Mike.
Hey, dude.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Cut. 58.
Ready.
To throw on second down. Bryant, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready, break.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check, 56. Hey, check.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They will run again with Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Delta. 54. Mike 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 85 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust. make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the...
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Come on, D.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Crunch time, defense. Trump. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. Ready, go.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. He may try and run for this. And he's out right at the 25. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
For the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, somewhat.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives drives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Defense.
To throw on second down, Bryant. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Bryant. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber. Hit it.
On first down, here's Breida. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Bryant. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
80 weapons. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
You want this?
Check.
Looking to throw. Bryant. And he fires one, but incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Check 91.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go! 58's the Mike! 58's the Mike! Man, I got you.
Ready.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. I got you. 58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike. Pick it up.
On first down, Bryant. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On the return is Pettis. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Back to throw. Bryant. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Right there, 54, right there.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.